Yeah, baby! Alright, so we are at Lake Tenkiller this week in Oklahoma. Not Fort Gibson. Fort Gibson got canceled due to the high water, so they moved us 30 minutes over to Tenkiller. Same story though. September in Oklahoma, it's over 100 degrees every day, and you catch fish. It's just the quality is, you know, it's hard to find. So that's pretty much the story this week. Trying to come up with, you know, 5 keeper bass, so to speak. That's the big deal. And you know, you can catch spots that are 12 inches, but the other fish, smallmouth and largemouth, are 16 inches. Makes a big difference. Catch a lot of 14, 15 inch largemouth and smallmouth. So anyhow, we've done the math on the points for the Bassmaster Classic, and since Cayuga, basically I need to catch a bass at this event. 1 bass, 1 12-inch keeper, and 1 keeper at St. Clair. And that would basically mathematically put me into the Bassmaster Classic. Without going into all the numbers and yada yada yada, but bottom line is I just need to go catch a fish. So that's the goal starting off, and then after that go from there. Junk fishing at its finest. So it's going to be a grinder, and I'm gonna have to fish all 8 hours. So we'll figure it out though. We got at least first 2 days to get something going. Weather coming through, so at least that weather will give us a break from this heat and try to make the most of it, qualify for the Classic.
Gotta do it every time.
Yeah, I know it.
15.
Even though you know it's not good.
Newcomerstown, Ohio, Hunter Shryock. 5 fish per hunter here on day number 1. Looks like 5 good ones. Here's the final regular season event, 10 pounds, 15 ounces. He moves all the way inside the top 10 in 6th place currently. Let's hear it for Abu Berkeley Pro, Hunter Shryock. A great start, 10-15. I guess you take that every day.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, at about 10:30, I was riding the struggle bus and caught that first fish, which to me is huge because just getting into the Classic, you know, I get basically mathematically I need to catch a couple of fish between here and St. Clair. So I was, you know, bouncing around and then had to totally switch things up. But, you know, the weather's going to change tomorrow, and I'm looking forward to it.
I am too. We'll see you back here tomorrow.
So day 1, the GoPro overheats, which 100+ degree heat, direct sunlight. It's just like leaving your cell phone out in the sun for too long. It'll shut itself down. So that's what happened. It's a bummer because I caught them right at the end of the day. I was junk fishing all day, and it ended up panning out, you know, that tipped me into what I should be doing for day 2. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. That's her. Oh, the big one. Get up in here! Yeah. Check, baby. Yeah! Boom! Woo! We got 5, baby. Baby, let's go to land. That's what I'm talking about, baby. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Hey, 2 minutes till we head in. We catch an 18-incher. Let's do this. Literally, we have 15 minutes to check in, and we have 17 minutes to get back.
Had 10-15 yesterday, 5 fish here today. Back-to-back limits on this particular tournament is definitely something to be proud of here this week. 8 pounds, 8 ounces gives him 19 pounds, 7 ounces, and Hunter Shryock inside the top 10 in 9th place currently. Great tournament. I mean, consistent, and you know that's a tough thing to do here. When you look at the leaderboard tonight, when you go back and you see how many got him today, didn't get him yesterday. I mean, not a lot of back-to-back guys catching them, and that's going to be a difference maker here.
Yeah, I mean, it's I don't know what it's been with me in the last hour of the tournament, because an hour and a half ago I had 2 fish and somehow caught 3 keepers, and 2 of them was the biggest ones I just held up. But it's fun. I don't know, I like this kind of stuff. I like tough fishing, like these conditions. It's neat. Every day I've been doing something different. It's a little bit different, junk fishing, but I'm still trying to figure something out. So I got to go back and make some calls about some Berkeley baits actually, and get some more of them, because I caught them on 1 bait. I only have 1 of it, but yeah, I'm gonna have to go figure that out. But
You just say that right now, I'm sure anybody who has them would volunteer.
I'm sure they would. I'm excited for tomorrow, that's for sure.
I'm excited to see you there. Let's keep them rolling through all the way.
I don't know what it's been with me in these last minute heroics, but it's like I'm almost like used to it. Like if I haven't caught them yet, I'm almost used to catching them at the end of the day, or like it's going to happen. If I haven't caught them yet, I'm just that much closer to catching them. So it's a good mindset to have, but gosh, it is stressful. Giant cat. You guys are good luck. We got a spot. Oh, well, so it's about 10 o'clock in the morning and my marshal gets a Skype call from Bassmaster Live. And I'm no genius, but when they call in from Bassmaster Live, it's probably because you're doing well. And I've never had them call me when, you know, I'm not catching anything. So at that point, you know, the intensity really started to ramp up. There it is. Yes! No! No! Spot. Thought it was a spot. That's one. Good one. See a bass. Dang it! Oh my gosh, it's a giant. Sorry, y'all. That's a giant. Pardon me? Did I get hooked? I am now. I'm hooked on this. This dang bass. Big one. No. Oh. Let's do this. Let's do this, baby. Yeah. Hey, we can flip. We can flip. Good one. That wouldn't help much. Thank you. Never got him.
Yeah, don't lose it. This way.
Yeah. So we're heading straight to the casino?
Yeah.
Okay.
Everybody's got fish, they're waiting, let's go, come on.
One more time, get loud, Oklahoma. Are you ready? Let's get ready to win! At 19 pounds 7 ounces, 5 fish to add to that. Here today for the former motocross racer. Sure happy he chose to make his living here on the Bassmaster Elite Series. He's got 5 fish here today on day number 3. All alive, gonna go for a ride. Our Yamaha Live Release bolts 10-10, puts him in 4th place with 30 pounds and an ounce. 3 pounds and an ounce sitting in 4th place. I know you'd love to go tomorrow, but whatever way this ends, you gotta look at this as a victory, man. This one, we saved it to the end of the season, but this was a landmine that you definitely avoided.
Yeah, man, it was, like I said, yeah, it was tough. Everyone's going to say it, but I love this type of stuff. I said it yesterday, I love this shallow water, grind it out. I know guys are fishing deep, they're shallow. I'd love to come back and fish this place when it's cold. But, you know, I got to thank my sponsors, Berkeley, Spiderwire, Abu, You know, you got Pilot Flying J, Dick's Sporting Goods, Field and Stream. But man, that last fish was a 3 3/4, and it came. I was just sitting there. Actually, I'm not gonna say it yet because if I make the top 10,
You can't do that. You can't be like halfway through the story.
I was doing something. Let's say they're moving bait.
It's like being the little kid in school being like, I know somebody who likes you, but I'm not going to tell you.
I did find the Berkeley baits that I needed though. So that's good. I did find some. So hopefully if I make it to tomorrow, everybody thank you for coming out. This is awesome. And I may go in and try to gamble some of the money we got this week.
Totally avoiding the question. Thank you very much.
I'm just gonna sweat it out here. Awesome, boys. Thank you. That's cool.
That concludes our day 3 weigh-in, which means we only have 10 anglers left, and those are our top 10. Oklahoma, are you ready to meet them? Oklahoma, we started with 75, cut it down to 35, now we only have 10. You gotta do better than that. Are you ready? He'll be going out in 10th place tomorrow, making his very first 10th cut of the season. The former motocross racer now makes his living here on the Elite Series. From Newcomerstown, Ohio, Shryock! To get really loud for our top 10. We started with 75, cut it down to 35, and these top 10 will do battle on Championship Sunday tomorrow. One more time, Cherokee Casino, Oklahoma.
So I had to sit there and kind of wait out to see if I was going to make that top 10 cut. I knew it was going to be extremely close, and it worked out. Stressful times, man. But super excited to finally get my first top 10. To finally get that accomplished is, it's awesome. That's what we fish for, to make cuts, to get inside the top 10, to win events. Those are the goals. So goal number 1 for the week, catch a bass. Number 2, making the 10 cut. They were sent to all of us with Berkeley as like samples. It's a silent bait as well, so just getting those fish to react to it's a huge deal. The second bait is the Creature Hog. 4-inch Creature Hog by Berkeley back scent. 4-aught Berkeley Fusion hook and a 1/2 ounce tungsten weight. Thank you, appreciate it, Craig. We made it in, that's the biggest thing, just making it inside the 10 cut. That was my plan, right? To be in 10th place, because we've already seen it, I think twice this year, come from behind winds, and a place like this where, bites are far and few between, there's definitely big fish in here to be caught. We've seen it yesterday, Kyle caught the biggest bag yet, so bad news for us, he's still leading it, but for me today, I need to go out and fish for my fish. It's a junk fishing deal. So I'm from Ohio. I love that kind of stuff. Not really love it, I'm just used to it. So the grind of sitting there, just worried about the next bite, And it's been kind of cool just figuring out each day with these fish, the water's dropping, they're moving, and I've kind of felt like I've navigated different little groups of fish along certain areas that when they're dropping that water, they're pulling it out of the shallow stuff. So really cool deal. Glad that I'm out here today to be able to go out there and throw some Berkeley baits around and try to catch us a good limit, see where it puts us.
And last but definitely not least, the former motocross racer that makes first championship Sunday of the 2019 season, Shryock!
All right, let's go get it done. 8 hours. There's one. Good one. You keeper. No, don't be a largemouth. I think it is. Oh. 15-incher. The cool thing is that largemouth I caught, not that one, but I haven't caught a largemouth here. They're all in the back and they're like making their way, they're making their way out this wall. So it's kind of neat to, every day I've followed their progression basically. I call this the meat wall. Catch a lot of little spots off of it. I don't know if he's a keeper. Gonna be close. On the board. Number one. Oh. Still shaking. Hey, you think I'm geeked up if I get the shaking after one little 12-inch spot? Oh. Come on. Mamas show up. Yeah. Be a spot. That's a spotted bass, baby. Yeah. That's a spot. That's a spot. I thought it was a smallmouth at first. Yeah, baby! Yes!
Digging deep. Oh! Tiny bass. Before finish here today, Hunter making it our top 10. Always the goal at the beginning of the week. Getting some Angler of the Year points. What a great way to finish this 2019 campaign. 4 pounds and an ounce, moving to 7th, and not going to take the title here this week, but you're here on Sunday, and that's always the goal.
Yeah, I mean, today was a good day to figure that out. That I tried to run some new stuff, and you know, I was taking that Berkeley, the Fritz side, the number 9. I only had 2 to my name because that's something that we got earlier in the year, and my boss sent to us, and I picked it up. Final day of practice, caught a keeper spot on it, and I'm like, you know what? I think I can go around and catch some fish on it. Little flat-sided crankbait, tight wobble. Hits about anywhere from 8 to 10 foot. Super, it casts extremely well in this wind. Abu Garcia reels, being able to cast it out there far. But you know, I bounced a lot of stuff today because I knew that I needed to catch a big bag to even move up a couple places, right? Man, this is an awesome lake. I think it showed out today. I know you guys watched it, so I'm ecstatic for a good friend of mine, and the good Lord's blessed me this week. I got a lot of people to thank. Abu Garcia, Berkeley, Spiderwire, Field and Stream for sending me some of those Fritz sides, Pilot Flying J, there's Power Pole, Bob's Machine, Lawrence, and if I'm forgetting you, I'm really sorry. And I know you guys are getting bored, but man, it's been a tough week, but I love this style of fishing, and thank you all for coming out. Be sure to stay loud for everybody coming through because it's going to get real exciting.
Thank you. Congrats on another great finish.
I can't complain. I didn't fall back any. I didn't gain any. So, you know, really, you know, it's a kind of a wash. Finished out 10th, gained some awesome Angler of the Year points, and that moved us all the way up into 22nd place in Angler of the Year. Super ecstatic, and it kind of locks up the Bassmaster Classic, but I'm not gonna say it yet because we still have Angler of the Year tournament at St. Clair, and I'm not superstitious, I want it to be official. And really, the final day was kind of a boredom. You know, it was kind of boring because I didn't have nothing exciting happen until I get off the water, see my wife, she's in tears. I ask her what's wrong, and she tells me that Carl won, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, couldn't believe it. It made my day so much better, and I'm so glad that he got it done. You guys ready?
We're ready, baby.
Got a bag?
They'll give it to you over there.
Okay.
Check it out. Yeah! Woo!
You made my day. That's awesome, man. It was the best, that was a highlight, really. From a competitor to another competitor, from friend to friend. It's super awesome to see. You know, you love seeing good things happen to good people, and the way that it happened was just, it was awesome. And to see it in person, it was cool. So that's what we all strive to do, and couldn't ask for anything more heading into St. Clair to head off on a note like that.
Everybody giving them so many doors have been closed in his face. This is a lifelong dream right here, ladies and gentlemen. At 35-3, looking for 13-4 to take the lead. 19 pounds!